The MTA will host 8 webinars next month for New Yorkers to learn more about Governor Hochul's updated congestion pricing plan. Before it begins in January, officials will detail how it works, what discounts and exemptions might be available. Most drivers will have to pay $9 traveling into parts of Manhattan below 60th Street. Increases in charges are going to ramp up over time to the originally approved $15 rate by 2031. To register for the webinars, just head over to the MTA's website.
We're approaching the busiest travel time of the year, and the FAA says it may not be ready for it. The agency says that it may need to slow down air traffic during peak travel times this holiday season. It's all because of staffing shortages and staffing issues. We're told the Northeast could be especially hit the hardest, especially New York, because of those shortages of air traffic controllers. That's something we've been talking about all year long, is that shortage, and now we could see it play a major problem for us.
Yeah, you don't want to hear those guys say, we'll just slow things down and zhuzh things.
No, not this time.
We'll get her done. No.
And another complication could be another storm system that will impact our area heading toward Thanksgiving. It's too early to tell you exactly what we expect, but we know that some sort of active weather expected on Thursday. And we have enough active weather to talk about today, so we'll start there. Want to get you outside on this Friday morning. Things look quieter over the park. 39 degrees. It is blustery as well. It is a windy one out there, with temperatures hovering right above the freezing mark for many of our suburbs north and west of the city. We're at 34 in Newburgh, 35 in Poughkeepsie and Sussex, so we know things are still really slick. And it is awfully windy. I don't want the wind to get lost because things on the radar are so exciting, but the gust speeds today are something to take seriously. We're looking at gusts right around 30 miles per hour right now. We'll weaken that wind late tonight, and then tomorrow gusts are back full force, peaking close to 40 for your Saturday, but that as the rain and snow exit. Wind chill is obviously a factor when you have winds to this magnitude, right? It feels like the 20s for many of our suburbs north and west of New York City, and in the park, it feels like freezing right now at 32 degrees for the wind chill. Now to get you to the radar, and we're starting to see some holes, right? It's not quite as widespread, not quite as heavy as what we started with this morning, but we're not in the clear, not by a long shot. We'll continue with the chance for these rain and snow showers through the remainder of your Friday, really until late tonight is when things start to taper off. Not quite as steady for portions of Sullivan, Ulster, Orange County, but we're still seeing some snowfall near Port Jervis, which those snow totals have been really, really impressive. Starting to see some spotty breaks in Sussex County, another area that saw very impressive snowfall totals for the higher elevations, but the steady snow is still falling as far south as about Raritan. Generally, the boundary for snow has been north and west of I-287. Again, it's very elevation dependent, but even on the other side of things, we have seen some snowfall accumulations in Westchester for Pleasantville, 2.5 inches, so those snowfall total accumulations not quite as impressive as what we're seeing back here north and west of I-287. Again, Chester over 8 inches, with about a foot of snow for Highland Lakes, so really impressive snowfall totals. For New York City right now, the 5 boroughs are kind of on the dry end of this boundary, but we're seeing rain just to the north and west of the city, and then with that elevation, we see that rain turn over to snow. In general, this area of low pressure still hanging out, so we'll continue to wrap these showers through. So although maybe not quite as heavy and steady, we're not in the clear just yet, as winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings continue for our higher elevations. Looking at Futurecast, we continue to see this through this afternoon. Where that line of rain or no rain is kind of ebbs and flows throughout the city, but it looks like we push back in that moisture moving toward late afternoon, early evening, so the commute home from work this evening also going to be messy, and we could even see some of that rain turn to snow very close to the city tonight. Now, do we think it's going to stick? Not necessarily. The ground is already wet, so even if the snow holds together to the ground, probably melts on contact, but a few more flakes could fly close to the city throughout the day. We'll continue to see those light snow showers fall through this evening off and on for areas north and west of New York City. We'll get a few showers wrapping around first thing tomorrow, and then by about daybreak Saturday, this storm system exits east, so the rain and snow will taper off, but the wind is still going to be a problem tomorrow. Futurecast notes, so this is additional snowfall, maybe another inch or two well north and west of New York City, again, elevation dependent, and then how much more moisture is coming to the rest of us, generally up to about a quarter of an inch more precipitation falling. So it will stay drizzly and light throughout the day today. Wind is another big part of the forecast, gusty this afternoon. Those wind speeds will start to back off as we head into tonight. A bit of a break between rounds of wind, and then tomorrow we're ramping those gusts right back up. Check out tomorrow afternoon, where gust speeds are close to 40 miles per hour at times. That is going to be blustery, but at least it's not quite as wet or snowy out there tomorrow. Today, we continue with these showers off and on. You see temperatures don't move much. Our highs are just in the low 40s. Tonight, cloudy and breezy at times, and then tomorrow we'll taper off those showers, but it is going to be windy. By Sunday, maybe a little bit more sunshine back in the forecast. We'll see quieter conditions Monday, Tuesday, then we're watching that next storm system that could potentially bring us another round of maybe rain snow mix as we head toward Thanksgiving.
All right, gobble, gobble. Gobble till you wobble. Love it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself,
Yeah.
Michelle.
That's all I'm saying.
It's a technical term.
This is a crazy, crazy story we have here. Even updates to this next story are truly unbelievable. Police released a video from the Wisconsin father of 3, right?